All right, this is the Beers on Me podcast. Before we get started today, we just want to say rest in peace. You will be sorely missed to actor Chadwick Boseman. He was 43 years old. For those of you that don't know, he was primarily known lately for being the lead in the movie Black Panther. So we're just going to go ahead and take a moment of silence at this time. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Beers on Me podcast for episode number 2. This is going to be a fun episode. I can't wait to get into it.
You almost came in like Harry Carey there.
I know.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
How you doing? If the moon was made out of cheese, would you eat it?
All right. Well, just like always, I think we want to go ahead and start out with our beer. If I remember correctly from the last episode, the beer's on Shane.
The beers are on me, but before we do that, we can't forget, because he's sitting right next to us, we have a guest in the building today.
Guest?
We got Hep. Hep, what's going on, buddy?
Hello. Thanks for inviting me over.
Hep-mode.
Absolutely.
Hep-mode.
Hep, a.k.a. Jason, but that's a dumb name, so we'll call him Hep.
Could go with Rudy.
Or Rudy, yeah. I've known Jason for, God, it's been a long time.
30 years.
Yeah, he's been my neighbor since elementary school.
6th grade, yeah.
6th grade, yeah. So it's kind of
7
fun having
you.
a... Huh?
7 for you.
7 for me, yeah. It's fun to have a guest, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's not a shit show. So, yes, beers are on me. This time, we're kind of paying a little homage to the NHL's newest team, our very own Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, go Kraken.
So what we got here is from Seattle's own Fremont Brewing, and this is the Sky Kraken Hazy Pale Ale. So let's go ahead and crack these open, boys, and see what we got
them
here.
open.
Yep.
Seeing what we got. Oh, a little foamy. Mine's excited. Have you been sweet talking on my beer before you gave it to me?
Everything
Is that
you
what happened?
touch gets excited.
Yeah, well,
I swear he shook it up before he handed him out.
That's
That's actually really good.
tasty.
that is good.
So what do you
That is
think,
good.
Matt?
Okay. Sky Kraken. It's a hazy pale ale. Some of the stats here. We got 5.9 alcohol by volume. It gets according to Beer Advocate here, they gave it a 3.95 out of 5. So
It's a decent score.
that's a decent score for those guys. You're going to find it to be a clearer type as far as the hazies go. It's not going to be like that thick hazy, but it is a wheat-based beer, which is the trick on those hazies. All it is a wheat beer.
And it's
That's all it is.
unfiltered.
They're like, we made your IPA hazy. No, we made it a wheat beer. Your IPA is a
We
wheat
shot
beer.
for Hefeweizen and missed one.
Right, exactly.
Right,
it
and
got
most
super
of your
hoppy.
hazies are all unfiltered. They're not all filtered through and cleared.
Right. So, and I don't know if you caught this one, Pep. From Fremont Brewing, I did a little research on the IBUs of this little gem,
Okay.
if you will. Because I was thinking it's kind of light in the IBUs. It's not really up there with the RIPs.
It's not biting you.
Right, exactly. So I was like, I wonder how many it is. Because it tastes like it's maybe about 60, 70-ish. But just guess what their official IBU number is on this dog.
Now I can't tell because you're so excited. Maybe 89?
Maybe 89? Now let me take another guess, see how far off you are here.
No, that doesn't taste like an 89.
That
No,
is
not at all.
That is not an 89. No, I think
No,
I
that's-
was more correct towards the 60s.
Yeah, no,
there.
I would definitely say it's a 60.
It's a
but
very
I don't know
light-
what they put on their
It's a
website.
very light IPA. But their website has the IBUs officially listed as JTRA.
JTRA.
Yep.
JTRA, which stands
Just
for
the right amount.
just the
Yes.
right amount. Just the right amount. And I'm like, really? Really? You
No trade
fuckers.
secrets.
It is a
Yeah.
New England style IPA,
Those
so that's
sneaky
why it's lower in the alcohol by volume, and it's not nearly as hoppy.
That's where it loses the bite, too. New
Right.
England
Yep.
doesn't really care about that bite.
It's got
Right.
some really great citrus notes in there. The aroma is really good with citrus. A little bit of pineapple flavor to it. Yeah, lemongrass and some lemon, orange peel maybe. It's got that kind of flavor to it. So if you're looking for the
You're
flavor
getting better
type
over there,
profile,
yeah. That's what they're aiming for. guava, lemon, pineapple, melon. They put citrus peel in there. A slight grass hint, apparently.
Now, does it
I don't
contain
pick up on
any actual Kraken?
No. Let me double check here on the
That's a little
sheet.
sad.
2-row white wheat, flaked wheat, malted oats, rolled oats, Citra mosaic, strata. No Kraken. No,
Shit. I thought for sure I
no.
got a little taste of Kraken there.
So much like Panda Express.
Little hint. Small hint. Hint of Kraken.
The local
Yeah.
Tacoma
Well, hint
Kraken.
of
Yeah, just fucking lying to us, dirty sons of bitches. Well, they got our money, so more power to them.
Yeah, and I have to give it up, man. This is one of the better New
Jackasses.
England IPAs. I usually don't like the lighter the lighter IPAs, the New England style. So good
Right.
job, Fremont
But
Brewing.
if you don't like the strong IPAs,
Right.
definitely this is right up your alley because it's
exactly.
It's definitely in the IPA realm of things, right? But it's not super.
You don't have that
It
bite, but
doesn't-
you've got that
yeah.
citrus that
Right.
everyone loves.
And for
Right,
those
so
that
you can
don't know
actually taste
Fremont, it's in Seattle.
It is
So
in Seattle.
Fremont Brewing is in Seattle,
It's a
Washington.
neighborhood in the north.
Yep, Sky Kraken.
Yeah, if you want to
Sky
check
Kraken's
anything
what it's
out, you
called.
can visit them on fremontbrewing.com.
So yeah, that's what we're looking at now. The can's kind of cool too. You got a Kraken
badass.
somehow way up in the air, grabbing hold of a Zeppelin,
Well, that's why it's called a Sky Kraken.
and
That's
yeah,
why
but
it's
he
up in
has
the
no
air.
wings,
That's why
so
it's, well,
nonsensical.
it's
like the
mythical,
Kraken
magical
god, man.
creature, so-
Nonsensical. You're in the clouds. It's a pretty blue can.
With a red Kraken on it. So awesome.
And it
Since
says
they-
because beer matters on the can. You're
Because beer
absolutely
matters,
correct.
pack it in, pack it out.
Because
So-
it really does.
It really does.
All right, so there's our public service announcement for this
I think
episode.
most of them say pack it in and drink cold.
Yeah,
So find one and enjoy it during our next podcast while you
yeah,
listen to
good
us.
choice.
You know
Good
what?
choice.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, we've had this beer before, but like I said, we were just honoring our NHL team. And you guys know me. You know I prefer, man's beer like PBR or Rainier.
A man's beer.
But for an IPA, this is damn good.
I like those
Or
men's
pale ale, sorry,
beers.
my bad. For the pale ale, it's good.
I like those men's
So
beers where you set it on the grass, lay back, pick it back up, and you still can't tell whether your dog pissed in it while you're taking a little nap or not.
Exactly.
Just
So
like-
you can just keep drinking.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
you don't have those thoughts into your head.
Right.
Is this actual piss?
Right.
Or is this what I actually paid for? Oh,
Well. Whatever. Fuck you guys.
Well, before we move on,
it's the same.
I do want to say
Exact
thank you
same.
so much to everyone that downloaded and listened to the first episode of the podcast.
The first episode did well.
You helped us get over 100 downloads. We're
Nice.
all over the nation, from Alaska all the way to France. One overseas in France.
One
so-
across the
That's past
across the
there,
pond.
but-
yeah.
Yep, we're international
Yeah, and
for that one guy. I don't know.
we have at least one download.
Who's that
in
one guy?
A bunch of states.
Yeah, a bunch of states. Not all. But thank you so much for helping us get there. We hope you enjoy this episode as well.
And
I think
big
that was
shit-
always our goal too, to have download in specifically a bunch of states.
right.
Yeah.
And a big shout out to Anchorage, Alaska,
Specifically,
who has the
generic,
second most
that way.
downloads.
yeah. What's going on in Alaska?
I don't know. They got
Hello,
nothing
way
else
up
to do
north.
out there.
I'm sorry you're not contiguous, but hello.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, so much. It was awesome. For a
That's a
couple,
smart, funny joke. That's
couple-
a smart, funny. Not my normal dumbass shit. Right? That was smart, funny.
But just for a couple boneheads, just talking shit and having fun. Never expected it to. I mean, in the scheme of things, 100 downloads isn't a lot, but within less than 2 weeks for a podcast nobody's ever heard of, or people that nobody's ever heard of,
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm
I mean,
excited.
anytime I can get 100 people to listen to me that aren't incarcerated, I think that's a win.
Or that you didn't pay a website for.
Right. Well,
Right.
there's that.
Okay, so let's get this thing going. Huh? We're going to start this off. So I did a little sleuthing here, okay, and I wanted to do a top 10. So since we start off with beers, I wanted to do the most popular beers in the U.S. And this is from USA Today, so it's I guess you can call them legit, but. And I'm going to be honest.
yeah.
I don't know if this
Fake
is.
news.
I don't know if this
Wow.
is 2019 stats
Okay.
or 2020. I don't really give a shit. I just wanted to write them down. So,
All right.
So I wrote down the top 20, and we're just going to do the top 10 though. So I wrote down 20. If you guys guess one that's in the outside the top 10, I'll just mark it off, let you know. But see if you guys can figure out the top 10.
All right. We're just going to go
beers in the
around,
US.
start with Matt, and then go around the room.
Start
Yep.
with those man beers.
Yeah, start with the big man beers like Budweiser.
Yeah. Is that your first one?
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah. Oh,
Number 4.
they've fallen. How the mighty have fallen.
So do they separate out them between like regular flavor and lights and all that stuff?
They do.
Okay, I
They
figured
do.
that. Bud Light's got to be on there.
Bud Light is holding in the top spots. Number
Yeah,
1.
That's what I thought.
Dilly Dilly.
Dilly.
Dilly Dilly.
Don't make me throw you in the pit of despair.
What do you got, Hep?
I think I have one of those condoms. Well, it just says Dilly, and then when you get excited, you get the other Dilly.
That'd be funny, but we know you're too old for condoms.
You know, that's pretty bad because then you know what you're saying
Well,
about
it's more
your
of an
wife, right?
accessory at parties at this point.
So then you're saying your wife is the pit of despair.
Whoa! Oh!
What?
Shots fired!
Oh.
Shots fired!
Dilly is a good time. What are you talking about?
All right, Hep, what do you got?
Throwing
All
in
right, we
the
got to go
pit
with
of-
that beautiful water over there in Denver with the Coors Light.
Coors Light, number 2.
Coors Light number
Number
2.
2.
That's a good one.
All right, Matt, what do you got? Quit trying to look at my paper, bro.
I'm gonna go with Bush Light.
Bush Light. Just barely in the top 10 at number 9.
Still counts.
By the way, these are all my beers.
Yeah,
Just
I
so
know.
you know.
I know.
I'm going to
All right,
say
Mouth. What do you got, Mouth?
PBR.
Ooh, PBR is not in the top 10.
Ooh, what the heck?
It's coming in at number 18.
Okay.
We're going to go import. Corona?
Corona. Number 6. Number 6.
Number 6.
See,
I would not have thought that high.
There are
on the
actually
Corona.
2 imports in the top 10.
2 imports in the top
2
10.
imports.
Pretty sure I know the other one.
So that means Heineken's on there.
Heineken is on the list, but not in the top 10.
No,
Just barely misses. Comes in at 11.
at 11. Well, that's pretty close. Don't shake your head at me. That's number 11.
I didn't think it was making the top 10.
That's like a.
All right, Mouth, what do you got?
I'm trying to figure out this import. Let's go Foster's.
Foster's is not in
Yeah.
the top 20.
I knew that was going to be a
Foster's.
reach.
Australian for beer.
Australian toaster biscuits.
Aust-
Tastes like they've got
Australian
butter
for beer.
inside.
You know what's funny? Made in Canada. Owned by Molson.
Of course. All right, Hep, what do you got?
Anyway. Oh,
I'm
did
a
I
little
let
torn.
that cat out of the bag?
But I feel like
Oh,
the import's
great.
going to be another beer from Mexico. So I'm going to go Corona Light.
Corona Light is not in the top 20.
No, you're thinking the wrong continent. If you're thinking import, that'd have to be Guinness.
Guinness,
call.
your final answer?
Yeah.
Eh.
Fuck.
Guinness not even in the top 20.
Like I said,
Oh,
not a good
what
call.
the heck?
What the hell?
That's terrible.
How is Guinness not on there?
I don't know. That's crazy because it's everywhere. Okay, I'm going to
Craft beer
say,
must have
I'm
replaced
going to take us back to domestics and go Miller Lite.
Miller Lite, number 3.
Okay, we got to get back to the shit beers.
Oh, okay, we can do that. Miller Light.
Do they have a Schaefer's on there?
I got to go
Schaefer's
with the
Pearl?
champagne of beers. High Life.
Miller
on
High
there?
Life,
Ooh,
not the top 10,
Oh.
but comes in at number 13.
the High Life.
Champagne of beers. All right, Merlin, what do you got?
Underrated, for sure. Underrated, for sure. I'll just go with regular Bush.
Regular Bush just squeaks in at number 10.
There you go. Still counts. Yep.
I know this is the 2020s, but I still like a Bush.
Yeah. I'm more of a light Bush guy, but I'm there.
Yeah, I was
I
going
mean,
to
if
go
a
that
regular
way.
Bush comes along, I'm not going to say, fuck out of here with that.
Okay, I'm going to take one more stab at this import. Let's say Pacifico.
Pacifico did not make the top 10.
Okay. I'm going to keep working on it until I get it.
How about Modelo Especial?
And he nails number 7.
That-
boy.
That's where I was going
That
next,
boy,
too.
Hep.
Got me thinking.
Yeah, there's only...
I'm a fan of the Negro Modelo.
I am too.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's
I
got a little more
made a
taste.
mistake. There's one more import at number 20. Actually, there's...
Wait, I thought we were doing top 10.
We are.
Okay.
We are. There's a couple more imports on the list, but as far as top 10
So-
goes, there's only 2.
What have we covered already in the top 10 so far?
So we've
Run
done
us down here, Spanky.
Bud Light and Coors Light, Budweiser, Corona, Modelo Especial, and Bush.
So we have how many left? 5 more? 4 more?
4 more. And we've hit both imports, right? We got
In the top 10, yeah.
in the top 10. So,
Sorry, I had to verify with my assistant here.
oh, okay. Because
We do have a guest in the studio, by the way. We'll get to that later.
the backup guest, in case the first one peters out.
It happens.
Yeah, you got to carry a
It's
spare.
everywhere.
You got to carry a spare. Top 10, but it's domestic. So you got to go. You went with Coors, right?
Coors Light.
Coors Light. So I'll go with regular.
I did not do the Banquet.
I'll go with the Banquet.
And you would be incorrect, sir.
How is the Banquet not made?
It's not even top 20.
You know, whenever I have a banquet, Coors is there.
Coors Light is a little more.
It's on the thing.
Accessible.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's everybody's into the light beer thing more.
When's the last time you seen Banquet on tap?
Banquet turns your poop black.
What?
That's why nobody drinks it.
Okay.
Does it
on
have
that
bismuth
note,
in it? I don't think bismuth is an ingredient.
I'm gonna say
No, there's another funny joke. I made 2 smart, funny jokes.
the Boston Lager.
For the smart people out there, that's 2 jokes for you. That's all you're getting from
Sam
me.
Adams?
Does that mean we
Yep,
stop?
Sam.
Well, the
Adams.
rest is all just
Not
poops
in
and
the top
dicks.
20.
That's all it is.
Oh man,
No Sam Adams in the top 20.
I figured that side of the coast would have been all about their Sam Adams.
And Sam Adams is quite big now. I mean, they're more in they're almost like mainstream. They're out of that craft designation because they're so big. I mean, they've kind of grown up.
Sam
I don't know how
Adams?
many. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the last I heard? They own about 2%,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, of the beer. Yeah.
That's pretty big.
They're in.
That's
in
significant.
Between, they're in between that.
Because your Red Hooks and your Pyramids and your Elysians aren't even hitting anywhere near those numbers. And those are pretty well known.
I mean, I think they've been doing it
Big
a lot
beers.
longer.
Yeah, Sam
Some
Adams.
of them, yeah. And yeah, I know he was a big push in the beer industry. He helped them when the hop shortage occurred. He was shipping hops out
Yeah.
to little guys.
He actually bought, like, farms
Yeah.
specifically for
Keep
smaller
those big boys
breweries,
out.
home brewers. You owe a lot
You know, I will say,
to Sam Adams.
nobody cares about Sam Adams. What do you got, Mouth?
Oh, I already went. That was mine.
Damn.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah, that was
It's
yours.
over to Hep
Yeah.
now.
I'm just going to go regular
Son of a
Millers.
bitch.
Regular Miller is not in the top 20.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But
Did we do
anything
Miller
else?
Light yet? I'll do Miller Light.
Miller
Or
Lite has already
Light.
been said.
We did
It was number
we
3.
did Light?
Yep.
Because they spell it wrong, right?
We've got
L-I-G-T.
Miller Light, and Champagne of Beers.
So MGD?
No MGD.
No MGD.
Tastes like corn.
It does.
That's
Well, it's
all I drank
corn-based.
when I was a
Right.
kid.
So,
Yeah,
you
that was
know,
my first one. That got me started.
how are we having a hard
Yeah,
time?
me
We're just
too.
going down a list of, like, shitty beers that none
Because
of us
we don't drink
buy.
these.
Right.
I would have nailed this list. All right,
Sure
Chris,
you
go
would
ahead.
have.
How about-
Kentucky?
Natural Ice.
Ooh, good pull. Not top 10, though.
No
Natural
Natty.
Ice. Natural Ice comes in at 16.
No natty.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to pull off of that and go with Natty Light.
Natty Light, number 8. Number 8.
Look
Just
at
gonna so you guys know, Hep's killing you guys right now. I'm not
So
keeping
he drinks
score,
shitty
but
beer. What do you want me to do?
I'm not keeping score. But
What do you want me to do?
no, he drinks weird beers.
I like
They stink.
microbrews.
His beers stink.
I drink beer.
Yeah.
No, you drink hops, is what you drink.
I eat hops. No.
You
It's
probably
good for
do.
you. It's good for you. You
Throw
can
it,
do that.
Throw it in your lip like a cha.
Keeps you regular.
All right, so what are we on, Matt?
Yeah.
What do you got?
And I got to... There's 3 more? 2 more.
You've got
On the
2 more. There's 2
Shitty
more.
Beers
2 more.
of America list. Shitty Beers of America list. And I got to pull 2 more out of here.
And somehow Paps didn't make it.
Somehow PBR didn't make it.
You've got to think
How is that?
better than that?
Right. I got to top Pabst somehow? It won a blue ribbon in 1836 or some fucking shit. And they're still holding on to it. This is our beer. This is our blue ribbon. Look it. It's next to the pig.
You going to keep stalling, or are you going to make a guess?
No, I'm being funny. It's what's called
Well-
humor.
Well,
Eh,
all right.
eh. You're making tardy jokes over there.
Okay. What do you got?
Michelob.
Well,
Okay, Michelob Ultra.
okay.
There you go.
Number 5.
Because that's all you
There you go.
I don't know if this is going to be there, but it should.
guys drink anymore.
So,
So you got one more.
this is going to be a weird one,
In the
but
top
I'm
10.
going with it because it's big. Yingling.
That's a good pull,
I like Yinglings, but they're small.
but it comes in at number 17.
Oh,
How
dang
does
it.
Yinglings make it all the way up to 17?
I don't know.
What is it? The oldest brewery and the oldest family owned?
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't get distributed. But
Not everywhere.
you're right. It's mainly regionally bound, much like Coors was back in the...
Yeah,
Definitely up
you
and down
can
the
get
East
it
Coast.
you can
right?
get it all the way up to like the Midwest now.
Oh, I
though,
guess
so,
you can. I
I
guess
like-
it does distribute that way.
Yeah.
It just doesn't come up our way so much.
I'm really drawing a blank here.
Did we
I got-
say number 10 already? Did I say?
Yeah, we got 10.
We got 10.
Okay. So that was Busch.
Last thing I can think of is the Beast, Milwaukee's.
Milwaukee's Beast.
Not in the top 20.
Yeah.
So we have nailed the top 10.
With his missed answer, we've nailed the top 10.
Perfect.
Yep, we got them all.
I love your list.
Oh.
I like the counting. We
That
had
is
2 left,
awesome.
and then
Sorry.
we had none left.
Man,
We're very well prepared.
I wasn't
you're
marking
so
them off.
good at arithmetic.
I wasn't marking them
God,
off.
we are.
To be fair, my assistant said we had 2 left, but it was only 1. So
Professional.
All
you
right.
realize he's high.
it
Fire.
It doesn't matter. He's
I
got
think
a
he
job.
turned your small
He's
dog
still
into
got
a
a job.
bomb.
He's
I'm
still
not
got a job to
quite
do.
sure.
He still
I
has
saw
a
a
job
lighter
to do.
next
Still
to
has
it.
a job to do. Okay, so let me run
Anyway.
through this whole list real quick to round it out. Number 1, Bud Light. 2, Coors Light. 3, Miller Light. So the light beers are running the show here. And we got
We gotta keep
Budweiser
our
at 4.
dad bods in shape.
Right? It's because you can drink a lot of them. That's why. Without getting hammered. At least grown men, anyway.
Yeah.
Do that. Number 4, Budweiser. 5, Michelob Ultra. 6 was Corona. 7, Modelo Especial. 8 was Natural Light.
Especial.
9, Busch Light. 10, Busch. 11, Heineken. 12, Keystone.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
I have-
Keystone.
Keystone.
Number 13, Miller High Life, the Champagne. 14, Stella Artois.
Wife beater beer in England.
Yeah, right.
It's a study that was done.
Yes, you're correct. It's also funny.
Love the fake news.
Now, number 15 threw me for a loop. I could not believe this was... I didn't even know this beer was still around.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we were talking about this beer not too long. Bud Ice.
Really?
Bud
Wow.
Ice, number
They
15.
still make that? Apparently. Yeah.
Either that or
I'm
USA
guessing
Today's
big
full
in the
shit.
Midwest.
Yeah.
What
I
they
thought
s-
all those ice beers were way gone.
See, the one they
of course, in the
stopped
Midwest,
making,
it's probably brand new.
the one they stopped making that was huge was Ice House.
Ice House was a shit.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got number 16 was Natural Ice, 17 Yingling, 18 PBR, number 19 Blue Moon.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Oh,
Blue Moon
yeah.
I thought it would have been higher on the list.
Yeah, me too, to be honest, yeah.
It kind of peaked and then it kind of petered out because those Blue Moon drinkers are now seltzer heads.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean,
Or they're drinking ciders.
why
or
anybody
ciders, yeah.
why anybody would want to drink a glass of bread is beyond me. But whatever.
Put a little butter on
It's
it.
got a
It's
little
good.
orange in it, I suppose. Butter. And number 20, final import. Anybody got a guess? Come on, you got to know this one.
Bex.
No.
Und Bex.
Unterbex.
No. Import?
Import.
We did that. Harp?
No, but the commercial should have starred you, because you are the most interesting man in the world.
Dos Equis.
Dos Equis, yeah.
Dos Equis. So that's it. That's our first top 10.
Dos Equis.
I think that went
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
Just because you sucked at it, don't.
No, it was like, oh, we got 2 more.
I don't
and
like
this
you.
concludes.
I don't,
I think that's where it fell off for me. I'm pretty sure that's where it fell off for me.
No.
You got that wrong, but we won.
Right.
I think you're just
There's
throwing.
2 more left. You got it wrong, and this concludes. We've got all 10.
I think you're
I
just.
think that continuity may be where I have difficulty with your top 10 preparation
No.
there.
Let's see how many listeners got to the top 10 before we did.
I think
I'm
you're just.
thinking
sure.
all of them.
That took like 20 minutes, so.
All right. You're just throwing shade at Hap because he did better than you. Anyway,
So,
let's, hold on. Before you do that, I think we have a word from our first sponsor.
oh, yes, we do.
Oh, yeah, we got a first sponsor. Okay. We do have a first sponsor, kids. This is from Bruno. Bruno's hand cranked meat with natural skin casings. If you like your meat packed naturally, try Bruno's. Say no to machines handling your meat.
Nobody wants a machine cranking their meat.
Agreed. Bruno guarantees to finger every order of your hand cranked meat. Exclusively found at Cooter's Meat Emporium. So there we go, kids.
Long live Bruno.
There we go.
Locally
so
sourced,
Bruno,
I hope. He's
Yeah.
really doing a service.
It's all locally sourced.
yeah, it's all locally sourced, I'm sure. It's all
fresh,
natural.
too. Super fresh.
Well, Bruno accepts none of that. I've met this guy. He is a fanatic about his meat.
I've
Yeah.
never seen someone crank meat like Bruno.
No, and he does it all by hand.
All by hand.
All by hand. He made his name by people bringing them their meat, and he would crank their meat, and he got so good at it that people are like, "Why aren't you selling this?" And he's like, "Well, I just like hand cranking meat," and you know, because people do that as a hobby, I guess, right? And so Bruno just got so good at it that it like mushroomed and ballooned, mountain on molehill. And so now he's gone into full production, just hand cranking meat all over the place. And so now it's for sale. And he's sponsoring the show, and it's available exclusively at Cooter's Meat Emporium. So we'll try and get a hold of Cooters and find out more specifics as to availability and whatnot. But this is going to fly off the shelves, kids. But I got to say that for this type of production, he can't do that and keep hand cranking meat at that velocity. I mean, you just can't do it. I imagine one day. Okay, I broke all three of you guys. All right, that's cool.
That was a great word to our sponsor.
Bruno.
All right. Well,
Uses nothing but natural ingredients.
that's right.
Natural salt. It's got a natural salt taste.
Yeah.
So he
Well,
doesn't-
it's naturally
no additional
salty.
Salt added.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. All right. What do you got, Chris? What do you got?
I did want to give a shout out and some love to a movie that just came out that kind of, when we were younger, it was kind of a huge cult following. Some people enjoy it, some people don't. So for those that don't know, Bill and Ted Face the Music, the third movie.
I can't wait.
Just came out. Yeah, Amazon Prime. You can get it starting last night.
Excellent.
So, yeah. So
Put them in the Iron Maiden.
that's what I'm saying, man. Have you watched the trailer?
Don't
I have seen the
patronize
trailer.
me.
Dude, the trailer. The only problem with the trailer, though, is if you look at Keanu Reeves, man, he looks so fake.
Yeah, Alex Winter didn't really age, did he?
Not
No,
really.
man, he looks exactly the same. Yeah, I mean, he looks about like middle-aged, like he's supposed to be for the movie, but he doesn't look bad. Like Keanu Reeves, when you look at him from like John Wick to the trailer for Bill and Ted, man, they tried to put so much like youth on him. I don't know if they did it through CG or makeup or what, but it looks fakeish. But the movie looks great, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I think what it was is that he shaved his beard, and he looks
Could be
fake
Could be.
without it.
Could be.
Nobody's seen him without a beard in like 20, 30
Right.
years. Yeah.
That's not knocking his acting though. I mean,
No,
just-
Keanu
that-
Reeves is a shit, man. He's one of my
Whoa.
favorites.
I'm wondering if he's going to shave his hair for Matrix 4.
Ooh. Didn't it really look like a young buck, huh?
And I love
Well, I imagine. I mean, so much has changed over time.
Right.
I mean, the Wachowskis look nothing like they did back in the original Matrix.
You son of a bitch.
Damn.
Ouch.
I'm just saying,
wow,
time changes people. You can't.
Yeah, Jesus.
man.
Changes a
What?
lot.
All right.
I'm not touching that.
What?
Wow.
All right, yeah. So anyway, I loved Bill and Ted.
I don't get it.
Also, I believe, was it Bill Sadler reprising his role as Death?
Mhm.
Speaking of dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, and his part looks phenomenal in this movie.
It's going to miss having George Carlin, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to have Rufus
If you don't
in
have
there,
Rufus, it's going to be weird. They got to do pay some kind of homage.
right? Well, they can
to
do
him.
that stuff with computers now.
I think
Yeah,
they
I mean,
will because they
there's
still
enough
have
footage
that
of him.
whole the whole society of people that he was from. So I'm sure
Yeah,
they'll do some
and
kind of.
what's her name? Kristen, whatever that shows up for them is playing his daughter.
Whose daughter? Rufus's
Rufus's
daughter? I didn't know that.
That's the one that shows up and says, "You got to come with me." They want
Oh,
to talk
gotcha.
to you.
Oh, that's his daughter.
That's
Okay,
Rufus's
okay.
daughter.
All right, that's cool. Give a little bit of shout out there.
Oh yeah, and they're taking the whole historical context like completely different. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. We're going to have to check that out. Maybe we'll watch that before the next episode and we'll give a little critique.
Heck yeah.
You want to be prepared?
For what? This show?
Yeah.
Hell no.
For what?
Exactly.
that.
For
Where
what?
am I?
We just
What
want
are
to be
you
able
guys
to
doing here? Who are
BS
you
about
people?
it.
Yeah.
Have some new one-liners.
Get the hell out of our studio.
You
What,
wanna be
what's wrong with you?
prepared.
Jesus.
For what?
Oh,
For
shit.
the thing you're literally doing now.
Matt gets me.
We're not getting paid for this. Who gives a shit?
He's the only one that's getting my smart jokes all night.
That's because he's smarter than me.
I get it.
Pretty sure my bike over there is smarter than me, so all I'm good for is witty comebacks. Anyway. Oh,
Well, you got something else there?
we got a dog
Oh,
here.
jeez. Little ankle biter.
What's up, buddy?
Who let that dog out?
For the listeners at home, the dog just came in here. He's had mad gas today, so I hope he's not farting and shit.
It's a small room, so.
Yeah.
Keep the lighter handy. Yep.
The cigar will cover it.
What else you got? You got something else over there, right?
I do. And so this little segment is definitely not safe for work.
Sorry, we're done with the Bill and Ted thing, right? We
Oh,
got to
yeah.
watch that
Yeah,
first
yeah,
before
yeah.
we revisit it,
Exactly, yeah. I just wanted to give it some love.
Yeah, it dropped on Friday.
In the trailer,
The
man.
20 what is
yeah,
that,
we're good with
28th?
it. Let's
So-
go.
What are we watching it for again?
Fun.
For fun?
It's a laugh.
Right. Okay, so like I said, this,
Why would we watch this?
just shut up. This segment, not safe for work. So if you have headphones, now might
Small
be a good
children.
time to put them in.
Maybe a mom and dad.
Yeah,
nearby.
don't play this around your children.
Yeah. So the other day, I was flipping through channels, and once, so I got DirecTV. Okay, so the upper channels are like HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, that kind of stuff right there. But once you get past that, it turns into the adult movie channels. And first of all, just the fact that they make you pay for porn on TV is ridiculous when you can get it for free on the internet. I'm just going to throw that out
Wait
there,
a second.
right?
There's porn on TV?
There is.
Ah.
There
Were you
is.
high during this research?
Absolutely not.
All right.
So,
What is this porn?
so
What's porn?
funny thing is,
It goes with the dad beer.
they have
Ah.
some of the most hilarious.
Makes sense now. Okay.
Are you going to shut the hell up? Shh. I'll tell you when to speak.
Proceed.
Drinking Bush.
Somebody just opened a can.
Yeah. So these movies have the funniest titles I've ever seen. But when you dig into it and you start reading the descriptions, even better. Okay, so I'm sitting there and I'm scrolling through these things, and I'm literally laughing my ass off at these. Then I realized, shit, my son's still awake. And,
What are my pants doing on?
right. No. And he's 14, right? So all I picture is him coming in there. And I almost guarantee,
Here's Dad reading all the descriptions of porn.
I guarantee he would even say, why would you pay for that when you can get it free on the internet?
So true.
Dad, you don't have to watch that on TV. It's right here.
And how big is his hard
Yeah.
drive that you bought him
Yeah.
for his birthday?
Hold on, let me show you.
Just look at all the bookmarks.
Yeah. So I just kind of wrote down a few of these, and you guys are in for a treat. Okay, first one, and I apologize if I offend anybody listening to this, but if you're listening to this, you probably don't care. So, but if you do, skip forward.
I love it all already.
First one, finger flicking, good lesbian three ways. Tasty.
Tasty.
Finger flicking.
Finger flicking, good lesbian three ways. Tasty. Now the description.
That was the title?
That was the title.
Oh, God.
Jeez. I thought there was a description.
That was the title.
Wow. Okay, it needs a description. I need to know what exactly is this.
Okay, so this description is 3 hot lesbians, no boys. Gorgeous, girl crazy models spread their legs for finger banging, face sitting, cooch licking, scissorific. Oh, hold on.
We lost your mic. God damn it.
Oh,
Here you go. Hang on.
Hold on, Matt turned me off here.
Yeah.
Whoa, let me rephrase that. He turned my mic off.
That's never happened before.
Yeah, he's never turned me off. Okay, let me start this over. 3 lesbians, no boys. Gorgeous, girl crazy models spread their legs for finger banging, face sitting, cooch licking, scissorific, lesbian 3-ways.
Scissorific.
Scissorific. These girls don't
Is that a
stop
word?
until everyone's had a taste.
No.
I mean, you use it in a sentence, so it's a word, right?
So that was the first one I saw. So I was like, I'm digging
Wow.
into this. I got to find at least a couple more. Now,
I don't know. I might just stop right there.
right
Stopped right there.
Pants are already off.
Good enough.
now, mind you, I could have
And I'm spent.
searched these things all night, but I just stopped at 3 because we don't want to be here all night. So the second one, skinny blonde girls split in half by girthy pipes.
Whoa.
Tell me that's the title.
That's the title.
Oh.
Sounds like a home improvement show gone wrong.
Yeah.
Girthy pipes.
This is how you plumb.
And
Damn you, Bob Vila!
and
Did
the
it star
description. Huh?
Did it star Tim?
Well, I mean, it might. It doesn't say who's in it. So this one, tiny blondes get their snappers split by king-size chaffs.
Is this Deadliest Catch?
Right? Hold on, it's not done. It's not done. They gasp as they work every inch of that box-busting monster into their bitty kitties, waiting in eye-rolling ecstasy and begging for more.
Whoa, that's some creative, descriptive writers they got.
You know, the guy typing that, I was like, I hate my goddamn life. They're fucking...
You know it's not a guy. It's an 18-year-old intern going,
Right.
I love this job.
If these
He's watching
these
it.
descriptions don't make you want to watch, I
Bitty
don't know what's
kitties.
going
Yes,
on.
that describes this. Yes.
Okay, and the final one.
Whatever you want to write, Bob.
Yeah, just put something in there. Who cares? Okay, this last one is called She Tricked Me into a Three-Way.
That's happened before. That is no joke.
Okay,
It's twice a week.
here we go. One adventurous
damn
couple.
it. I'm here again.
One adventurous couple plus one bi-curious cutie equals one muff stuffing, kitty licking, ball draining, girl guy threesome. Date night's a lot more fun when an unexpected threesome breaks out.
Oh, I love it when the stranger comes. Hey, what's up, dude? Oh, it's COVID time. Put your mask on.
Is everybody COVID safe?
Now, so
Sounds like a Thanksgiving special. Muff stuffing.
You can drain your balls, but just don't breathe on me.
Right. So the funny thing about this is that I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna take little, pictures of these, take them to work. So when I'm on my lunch break, I can just sit there and type them out. So it looks professional. We're professional here, right? So I'm at work yesterday, sitting there at lunch, and I start typing these out, and I'm laughing, right? But then I realize, what if I go to send this to the printer, and the printer breaks?
And then it prints out at a later date when they fix
Right.
it.
And on Monday, when the tech comes in to fix the printer and these papers, and somebody goes, it doesn't matter who, but somebody goes over to look for their paper, and they just start seeing kitty licking, ball draining, muff stuffing.
That's just good marketing.
Dude,
I mean, they got a new customer.
No, that sounds like the memos I usually get.
I was in my office. I was crying, laughing, thinking of somebody picking that up, going, what in the hell?
You should just randomly send it to the printer during the day. Just
Right.
leave it.
Just leave it there.
So it gets caught in amongst everybody else's stuff that they get printed off. Like, oh, here's the packet.
That
Reading
would cause
through
some
it. Yep,
hell.
that looks right.
That-
That looks right.
oh,
Oh, my
God.
God.
What's funny is, because of COVID, there's not many people in the office, so there's not a whole lot of
Right.
hiding, really,
Oh.
from...
Yeah, no.
What would
Especially
be really
upstairs.
funny is if the underground guys come by and like, yeah, I could do that.
Right.
Grab the big drill.
Yeah, we're going to need that TPS report.
We're gonna need a lot of conduit for this one. It sounds like. I don't have specifics, but trust me, whole skid.
Man.
All right, Chris, what do you got?
Well, I found this pretty cool survey on 80s shows. It kind of played off last week when we were talking about what our favorite 80s show was.
Right.
And so this kind of went into detail, and it has like the list. And I only wrote the top 10. It goes like the top 100 or some junk. But it broke it down into generations. So, like, I have it on my phone, so I can pull it up if we want to look at other ones. But I wrote down the Gen Xers and the Millennials, like what their top 80s shows are. And man, it's crazy. There's some ones we didn't even think about.
Shows
Like-
or movies?
Is
Or
this
both?
what
No,
they're-
shows.
Oh,
Only
TV
TV shows.
Is this
Okay.
because they're streaming it now while they're on lockdown?
Probably. Because
They're out
there's
of
some
good
shows in
ideas.
here that I was like, man, I didn't even know they knew that it existed. And there's some that we totally forgot and we left out of our shows when we were talking about it last episode.
Okay.
So, let's start with Gen Xers, since that's pretty much our generation. All of us in here, except for maybe the old one over there in Traditionalist Matt.
Yeah, you can lick my balls.
Boomer.
I'm not touching those old
What-
wrinkly
I'm
bastards.
not
What-
a boomer. I'm firmly Gen X. Fuck all of you people.
Like, what do you think the Gen Xers' number one 80s show is?
Oh, boy. Gen Xers, number one 80s show.
No, it's not MASH.
Cheers.
Yep,
Yeah.
you got it right on the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Suck it, boys.
What do you think the number two is?
Sam Malone.
We're not going to go through all of them. We're just
Sam
going to ask a couple, and then we'll just actually go through it, and then maybe we can talk about
Woody?
the differences.
Woody's great. So number two from Gen Xers, huh?
Yep. Number two, Gen
After
Xers' favorite
Cheers.
80s shows.
I mean, following Cheers is Frasier.
Nope. No, that's a good one. That's a good pull, but no.
As a Gen Xer, I never really got into Frasier too much.
Neither did
Yeah,
I.
it's
Yeah,
hit and
me
miss, but
neither.
it succeeded pretty well. So I don't
Mainly
think we're
because
the audience for it.
Right, but mainly because we're looking at the skyline and we're like, He's not in Seattle.
Yeah, L.A. with the Space Needle photoshopped in.
Fuck you, Kelsey Grammer. You could at least be here.
I live on the counterbalance.
Right.
And I actually watched this show, and I totally forgot about it in last episode until I saw this.
Was it funny?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I would say it was hee funny. So Shane should be in.
Can we get like a hint?
Ooh.
I think Matt just pulled Cheers out of his ass on that one. So
Yeah.
If you love
a good pull.
I got a lot in my prison wallet, if you know what I mean.
If you love a big, beautiful bald man, there's one of those in the show.
Night Court?
Yep.
Ooh.
Wow.
Night
Richard
Court.
Mull.
Yeah.
Where can you
Yeah.
watch Night
Bull.
Court these days?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Every night in Tacoma. I think it's off Proctor. I'm not
Live
sure.
action. Live action.
Right.
Hey, I'd go to Night Court if Harry was
Hilarious.
running it.
Wouldn't you? Marky Post?
Yeah.
John Larroquette.
John Larroquette. He actually got recognized for that. He won like 6 or 7 Emmys for that show.
As he should.
Yeah.
Richard Mull, Harry Anderson.
But that was a great
Nothing.
show, and I'm really surprised
Harry
you didn't
Anderson
bring
was
it
awesome.
up, Shane, last
He
episode,
died
because that was a
recently.
pretty big comedy.
It was a big
Yeah.
show. We've talked about it before.
Yeah. Yeah, not on the podcast.
Yeah. But that's because we were talking about our favorites. So not
Harry Anderson's
Right.
at that
Next
magic
favorites.
shop in New Orleans by appointment only.
Oh, I know
So-
he had one. I didn't know where it was, but he's
Yeah.
also been on Cheers a few times.
So the rest of these on here, there's only
He was
one other
their
one.
degenerate
that-
friend or whatever, the
Yeah.
grifter. Yeah, anyway.
Right. There's only one other one on here that I was actually kind of surprised on. So it comes in at number 9. You got any guesses on what the number 9 show is, and then I'll go through their top 10.
1, 2, and 9.
jump from
1,
2
2,
to
and
9.
9.
Yeah, just because the
Shane
rest
help
of them
you out
we've-
with this?
the rest of them we've talked. The rest of
Did
them
we
we've
nail it
talked
all?
about. They're not going to be anything like we kind of expect it, right?
You know, get out of my ass with that.
That is. Pick
What
number
year
9.
is this?
That's 8, and we're done.
We
Yeah.
need a hint then.
Number 9.
I don't even know this show, so
Manimal.
nope,
Charles in Charge.
no.
I think he knows that.
Small Wonder. Remember that one?
I
She's a
do.
robot.
Hep, anything?
Talked to
That
my
one I don't-
sister-in-law about that one, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay.
Today.
I feel
I don't
like you
blame
should
you.
know everything I'm thinking of.
Blossom.
Probably.
Punky Brewster, I
So
don't know.
moonlighting.
Moonlighting.
Yeah.
I was not
Bruce
big into that
Willis.
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sybil
That's where
Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, he became a movie star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Both of them.
the Gen Xer top 80 show top 10 was Cheers, Night Court, The Wonder Years, Family Ties, Married with Children, The Dukes of Hazzard, MASH,
Oh,
The
Married
Golden
with Children.
Girls, Moonlighting, and Magnum PI.
As far as I'm concerned, Married
Which
with
is-
Children should be number 1.
Which
Absolutely.
is funny because if you look at this list with all of the generations, so 100% of the people that have taken this survey, Magnum PI comes in number 1.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Yeah, but number 10
Really?
for Gen Xers. That was on the low end. I guess we were pretty
Wow.
young during that.
I
so-
can't believe
my
the
dad
Gen
loved it.
Xers dig
Yeah.
Doug Mash.
Yeah, but the millennials will be
Fucking hate
even
that show.
crazier.
MASH
So
actually lasted longer than the actual Korean War that it
Yeah, I
was
know.
portraying.
I hate MASH so
the
much.
Millennials top has to be
It
Friends.
So there's three that the
It
millennials
was a good
picked
show.
in their top 10 that the Gen Xers did not put in their top 10. Man, I'll take that back.
3
There's
snubs?
5. So 5 of them.
snubs?
5 are different. So can you guess the 5
So
different
these are the
shows?
millennials.
The millennials.
One's
yes.
got to be Friends.
Friends is 90s.
Yep, 90s. That's a 90s. So
Which is
80s,
why the
that's right.
millennials
Sorry.
would guess that.
right.
Let's have another Kraken.
Do we have any more?
Choo Choo.
I think we drank them all.
Choo Choo.
No, there should be one left. Oh,
Fuck off with that choo
you got your hands on a
So,
honey. I see
so I'll
what's
tell
going
you
on
that
there.
their number
Yeah,
ones are the
yeah,
same.
that's a
Cheers
nice big
comes
honey.
in as the number 1 for millennials as well.
Millennials too, huh?
Yeah, but the 5 ones that are different are all it's from number 4, and then it goes to number 6 through number 9 are all different.
Like Knight Rider.
No, that's not on there. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have went with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think more Knight Rider would have been more in
Just
our
because-
court.
MacGyver?
Nope.
Yeah.
Remember, millennials.
Millennials, but
Yeah, but there's a new...
I can give
there's
you
lots
a
of
would've went back to
throwbacks
watch
to
the old
so
one.
let's
Knight
go
Rider
number
and-
the number
and
4. I'll give you a
Kit
hint.
and all that stuff.
It's a soap opera.
a soap opera.
Days of Our Lives.
No,
Knox
General
Landing.
Hospital.
no.
Dallas.
All my
Yes.
I was just going to say
Dallas
Dallas.
is
Oh.
number 4
Oh,
for
because
millennials
was
of
that a
top
new one?
80s shows.
Dallas.
Yeah, didn't they redo... Was it Dallas?
They did redo
They did
Dallas.
redo Dallas.
It
It was
only
on
went a couple seasons.
the country CMT, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on something else before that, way down
Right.
the channel list. Yeah.
Yeah, but they never stopped. They just kind of like remade it
Remember-
and then like kept going with it, and then it eventually
You know what
petered
Dallas
out.
made famous was that it's all a dream sequence type thing with
Right.
that who shot JR bullshit
Who shot JR?
Right.
that everybody was like freaking out about that whole summer. Who shot JR?
And you know what's funny? That
Who shot
is what
And
the
he wakes
millennials grabbed onto too.
Really?
Is what it
Yeah,
says in
I
the
don't doubt it.
description,
I don't doubt it.
Because now they got the Family Guy joke
Right.
in one of the episodes.
All of a sudden it's funny.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, it's one of the most iconic storylines in
Yeah, absolutely.
TV history.
He wakes up and it's all a
Exactly.
dream. Nobody shot JR. Ha ha, fuck you, viewer. Thanks for watching the show.
All
Suck
right.
my ass.
So let's go down to number 6. Number
Now-
6 is pretty epic.
Newhart did a great spin
Oh,
on
yeah,
that.
that was good.
Remember when he ended his second
Yep.
show and he woke up? Now, and that was worth all of Dallas's bullshit to see
Just to get that
Newhart.
joke.
Yeah, just to get that joke.
So
Very
do
true.
we not do
Very
2 and 3?
Andy Kaufman-esque.
Well,
Gotta
those
go,
ones were
10
they're
miles
they're
the
in
wrong
each
direction.
list, so
Come
nah,
back
whatever.
to
I'll
the joke.
cover it, and then
Okay.
You're like, what the fuck?
we just kind of talk about the ones that are different now.
Okay.
So let's go down to number 6 because that one was different in
I
their
guess that was
list.
a fourth smart joke I made.
This is a pretty epic show,
But you're not keeping
and
track.
I will tell you that this show
I'm do it off.
came back, and then it is changed. They had to change because one of the people is no longer on the show.
Huh?
What number is this?
Number 6.
Number
Did
6.
I pass out?
Number 6 80 show that came back.
Yep,
And it
it was there, and then it went away. It came back not too long ago, and then the show had to
Oh,
change.
Roseanne.
Yes,
Oh, there
Roseanne
you
is
go.
number
Good-
6.
Good pull.
So they really liked Roseanne. I was really surprised that wasn't in
Roseanne
the
was
Gen
fun.
Xers
Dude,
list.
Roseanne is one of the funniest shows
Yeah.
of all
Yeah,
time.
the old
Because I
stuff's
love
good.
Roseanne.
The old
Yeah.
stuff too. Well, and the wife likes the new one as well. She laughs
Yeah.
at it as
Yeah,
much
the
as
Connors?
the old one.
Oh, yeah.
The Connors now.
Yeah, it's epic.
I'm mixed on it. Some
I am
episodes
too.
are good. Some are
Right. They're real hit and miss now.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's still decent. Okay, so number 7.
Golden Girls.
No, because that one was on the Gen Xers list too. This one not on the Gen
Not
Xers
on
This
list.
one's
Okay.
Millennials.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good hint for you, but one that won't give it away right away.
I feel like I'm in a
That's
mic
tough.
check every time I say that. Millennials.
So-
How many levels?
Sound like
Millennials.
Sound like Trump.
Huge.
I don't think-
millennials on the mic.
Those
I don't think
millennials-
there's
those millennials are
a hint I can
huge.
give you that wouldn't give it away.
I'm gonna
Shit.
win the millennial vote. It's gonna be huge. I'm
Huge.
telling you. It's gonna be
You know what?
awesome.
Let's just do a fun one. You're gonna
Fun,
get
fun.
this, but would you like some pudding?
Cosby Show.
Yes, the Cosby
Cosby
Show.
God, I was going with the poo from The Simpsons.
Oh no, I would have give you.
Would you like some drugs in your pudding pops?
All right, yeah. So the Cosby Show came in 7 for millennials, which is funny that it kind of like you to see the skip. Number 8. Number 8 was one of the 80s cop shows.
She wakes up. I think I got
Miami
one of your
Vice.
pudding pops
No,
on my ass.
no.
What the fuck's going
Believe it
on?
or not, Miami Vice was not on their list.
Oh, wow.
He's like, hey,
We covered Magnum.
you're not gonna say nothing?
Matt's on his own rampage over
Matt's falling off the rails.
Yeah.
What? I was reliving my childhood.
there. Yes, you were.
I'm surprised you can remember it. It's so long ago.
Spencer for Hire?
Ooh, Robert Rourke.
No,
I'm just thinking because
This-
Marky Mark's
Columbo?
one.
this was a cop show that was around a long time though,
What are we doing?
and it didn't have like one
Cop show
main
from
actor.
the
It was like a bunch of
Street
people.
Blues.
Yes, Hill
Ooh.
Street Blues. So
See,
Hill
I
Street
go down the
Blues pulled
block.
it.
Good
I
call.
take a break. I go and piss on Jason's lawn for
And he
half an
comes
hour.
back
Come
and
back.
pulls it together.
You
Yeah.
guys are struggling. Oh yeah, it's Hill Street Blues. I'm gonna go take another break.
So Hill Street Blues made it, which I was actually kind of shocked on, just because that was so much before the millennials' time. There's all these other cop shows out there that they could have.
Hill
been
Street
on.
Blues was a staple for a dozen years or so. I think.
Oh yeah. And then the last
it was
of the
great. Joe
differences.
Spano.
Oh yeah, it did
in
have
that.
Spawn on it.
Yep.
So the last of the differences between the millennials and Gen Xers. Well, you're gonna get it. It's a show that involves a radio station.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yes, it is
Ooh,
WKRP
Johnny
in
Fever.
Cincinnati.
Johnny Fever.
Lonnie Anderson.
So the millennials top 10 goes Cheers, same as, and then Married with Children, The Dukes of Hazzard, Dallas, Night Court, Roseanne, The Cosby Show, Hill Street Blues, WKRP in Cincinnati, and then The Wonder Years comes in at number 10.
You ever see that episode where
Solid
Les
list.
Nessman's like
Yeah,
throwing
not
the
bad.
turkeys out of the helicopter for Thanksgiving? Because he
Nope.
thought they could
I mean,
fly.
I probably did, but
He-
I don't remember it.
He threw them out. They were throwing the turkeys out of this helicopter to the folks on the ground because they thought they could fly, and he didn't know they couldn't fly. So they're just splatting on the ground, and he's like, "Oh my God, they're falling at us! Oh, the humanity!" He's like, you can hear him thudding on the ground. He's like Les Nessman on the street, and they're throwing these turkeys out, and they're just hitting the ground. And he's losing his shit because he thought they could fly.
You're selling live turkeys?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Jesus.
They're throwing live turkeys down. It was a Thanksgiving promo kind of thing, thinking that they could fly.
Oh, man.
That'd be
And he's
Alright.
on this thing reporting live. Oh, the humanity!
Jesus.
As they're bouncing off the asphalt. Anyway.
Wow.
All right. Well, if you're interested in that survey, if you want to see, because you can break it down by gender, male, female, by all the eras
that.
and generations, you can get it from Ranker. It is on ranker.com. It's the list of the best
Monster from
shows
Star
of the
Wars?
1980s ranked. So you can get it from there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Different ranker?
Nice.
Oh.
I probably would have never just randomly guessed those shows for millennials.
No, not at all, man. I was really surprised when
Did
I
they-
saw that.
Replay WKRP anywhere?
I haven't seen it. I don't know
If
where.
they
would've
do, I'm
found it.
watching.
Right.
Well,
Does
and
Turner Broadcasting have like a pay-per-view?
Oh, probably. That's
That's the only
some.
place I can think of it would be.
Yeah.
you want to know what's even funnier is they even have Gen Zs on here.
For a bipolar communist, that guy's got.
And I can't even believe they
got it
like
down
know
as
any
far as
80s
making money.
shows.
Right.
You know?
They
And
must
he
have talked
loves
to their
bison.
parents when they did this and been
He
like,
does.
what shows
Right.
were good?
But if
Hey,
you get
what
close
shows
to
were
him,
good?
he's got armed guards that say, nope.
But their list is
He owns like a million acres in Montana. If you
their
get close
list
to
is
his
here.
fence line.
It looks like,
Like he's got armed guys
And
on
there's
horses
one
coming out of nowhere.
that I like number 4 on
I
the
shit you not.
on the Gen Zs is Happy Days.
Speaking
Like,
from personal
It's not even
experience.
80s.
Right? Like, what have you been watching on quarantine? Where have you been going?
Right.
But Knight Rider did make the Gen Zs.
It better.
Yes, it did.
It should be on everybody's list.
It should. Anyway,
The Hoff.
so
Man from the future drives a shitty
is there anything else we'd
Pontiac.
like to do tonight?
How did they come up with the Pontiac for Kit? There were so much better cars out there.
Whoever signed that
Because it
deal,
looked cool.
hell of a salesman.
All right, this is the 80s. We had the coolest designs of cars. The body styles were sleek and everything and all this shit. They had these huge V8s that shit out less horsepower than my current motorcycle. It was like, how? How do you do that? I mean, in Europe, they have 4 cylinders that are getting 300
It
horsepower.
was the budget brand of Chrysler.
Right, it was.
I mean,
And then they're like, yeah, the folks running the show are like, kind of like the Pontiac. I kind of, yeah. And you're like, I don't know. I mean, I don't
maybe
get
it started from the pitch. They
It's
were
like
like, a
the
talking
worst
car? No,
car.
we're not paying a lot for that. Get us
That's
a Pontiac.
I guess you do have to have a certain amount of imagination and hope to get along with the car. So why not a Pontiac, right? Because that fits. You know, I mean, I get some of the other cars. You know, the A-Team had that badass minivan when they were really trying to hype the minivans, right? And it was kind of, and it had the big V8, but it had the cool tires and the paint job and the wing for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I don't understand the wing either.
Well, it keeps the back end from losing traction because you're going so fast.
sure. and
You got to
it's
have downward force, right?
Rear-wheel drive, so.
Right. So why not a Chevy minivan? Anyway, so I get that. And I get, like, even late 70s with the Rocker Files because that Pontiac was actually kind of cool because it was long and he had this screaming chicken on the front. And that was kind of cool because that was an actual big V8 that they tuned down to 178 horsepower. Anyway, made no sense. But it was competing with the Camaro. So it had kind of... Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent here.
Well, I just don't think
I don't
think
get
Pontiac
Kit.
has fallen
I don't
off
get
yet.
Kit.
And it's part of its money, right?
I much remember his nemesis, Kill, Kill.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
It was the semi truck
Yeah.
Oh,
developed
yeah,
by
yeah.
the arch nemesis special ops company, whatever, you know, and it
Number
was all
one.
in black and everything. And Kit had to go up against Kill, and then it got silly, right?
That's when it got silly?
All of a sudden, that's when it jumped the shark for me. Happy Days reference.
Man, you took it full spectrum right there.
I was going in a big
Next, the
circle.
Fiero.
The Fiero. Nobody ever likes the Fiero. Get the
Only
fuck
'cause
out of
it
here with
caught
your goddamn
fire.
Fiero. Did you have the Lamborghini kit on your Fiero?
Saving
It's
that for a
mid-engine.
special
It's the
occasion.
same thing. Ignore the 27
I plead
horsepower.
the fifth.
I get like 50 miles to the gallon in this hog.
And my
Got
engine
seating
blows
for
up all the
half.
time.
Did you swallow a big June bug on the way?
Mm-hmm.
Up next on Car Talk.
Right.
He started it with the whole...
He started it with a list. How dare he?
Sorry. I thought it was a good list. It was interesting.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
good
it
list.
was-
I mean, number 9 was in the right spot, so that's good.
Just the differences between like the generations too. That's what I was like, wow, I can't believe it lets me break it down like this.
Thought you were falling asleep right there.
No. I was just leaning over, passing a kidney soda.
Thought you were pulling a nobody messes with a Sicilian when death is on the line.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. I want to say thank you to Hup for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Come back anytime.
I feel I ruined this with my car talk.
All right, and
From the guy who can't count to 10.
since
I blame Choo Choo.
Merlin over here,
Choo Choo's fault.
Mr. Merlin has not provided the beer yet, I think the beer's on Merlin.
Yeah, next time,
Yeah.
beer's on me.
Yeah, again, we just want to thank everybody for listening. Over 100 downloads is pretty cool in under 2 weeks. So,
Yeah, thank you so
Under
much.
2
yeah,
weeks.
big shout out to everybody, and hopefully you enjoy this
Who would
episode.
have thought?
Just as much or even more. I know, right? Thought we would have got a few, but
Yeah.
I'll take 100.
Please follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter. We really want you to get more involved with us. So we'll take any beer suggestions you have. We'll go find the beer. We'll do reviews on it. If you've got suggestions of what you'd like to hear content-wise, we'll do that too. So you can find us on Facebook at
Beers on Me Podcast.
Yeah, easy. And then
You can just Google Beers on Me podcast, and it brings you right to the
to the
Buzzsprout.
Facebook. Oh, the Buzz.
It'll
or
take
the
you
Buzz.
to yeah.
It takes you to Buzzsprout, right?
It takes you to Buzzsprout, yeah.
Yeah.
But
But we're
you
on
could search
Apple.
on Twitter, and you can
Yep.
search on. We're talking about
Social media is
sending like suggestions.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah,
Blanked out there for a second.
Yeah. Time traveled. So you can, yeah, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, they're all Beers on Me Podcast. Hit us up. I do want to say, if anybody out there can get a hold of a beer and send it to us, you'll be my hero. I want to get some Broken Skull IPA.
You're really hoping for that broken
Oh,
skull,
yeah.
aren't
I
you?
believe it's from El Segundo Brewing, if I remember right, but it's Stone Cold Steve Austin's beer. I got to try this. It's not available up here.
Just call up your buddy Steve-O.
Hey, Steve.
He owes you for teaching
and if
him
we
that
can get
move.
it, if you send it to us, we'll definitely give you props on an episode, and we will review it on an episode. It'll be the next thing we do.
Absolutely. If you get a hold of it and you send us to it, hit us up on one of the social medias and we'll get some info going.
Yeah, if you can get it, we'll pay you for it.
I'm just impressed that anybody's listening to us at all, and the feedback's been
Yeah.
phenomenal. So I hope we can keep you laughing. I didn't think that we'd get anywhere near 100 downloads. I mean, coming from 3 guys, I didn't think we'd get nearly this far. So that's pretty encouraging. So I hope you all have truly enjoyed it and aren't just being nice, like when you say my shirt looks nice. Next episodes, beers are on me. I got something from Public Coast coming.
Public Coast Brewing.
Public
Nice.
Coast.
Next episode.
Next episode. I'll fill you in on that. I'll reach out to those guys and get the specifics on it. But Public Coast, they're out of Seaside, Oregon. So coming at you next episode.